Right, and we're coming back to our napkin rings. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to slide one of them off our tube, and then what we're going to do is we're going to gently shape them using our thumb, just smoothing off the edges. And at this point we're just about done. In fact, you can get off there. Right, so we're just smoothing where the lumps are, give them a little bit of a squeeze, smooth them over. Now don't worry if you create a ragged edge. That's perfectly fine, because we are going to sand these edges down prior to decoration. What you're aiming for now, we're not bothered about this edge at all. What we're aiming for now is a smooth, basically a smooth shoulder on these edges. And then this bit here, where it's a little bit rougher, we're going to use that as part of the decoration, although we are still going to sand everything down. Right, so I think we're okay with that one. Go back to this one, do the same again. Right, that one seems to have dried out a little bit more than this one. But again, we're just smoothing and pinching. In fact, this might be better going back on. Yes, we'll do both edges at once, because this is a lot damper than the other one was. The reason why we put it on the cardboard tube and split the cardboard tube is because if, for instance, you got distracted and had to leave it for longer than necessary, the last thing you want is for these to start to split. And it wouldn't take much while they're drying to get them to crack and split. Just the integrity of a toilet roll tube would cause that to happen. So we split it so that it would give it somewhere to go. So as it shrunk, this would actually compress and save your napkin ring. Right, so I think these it's about done. Just get these shoulders. Now when I'm smoothing, I'm actually I'm not smoothing like most of the time. I'm just smoothing down at an angle. I'm not just going straight down, because that sort of maintains the integrity of the shape and the size of the object you're trying to build. And as I'm moving with my thumb, I'm pressing my finger up inside the tube just to give it a little bit of support. On the other side. Yep, I think we're okay. Now, like I said, don't worry about these rough edges, because we're going to sand them down. The main thing is to get them just about, well, to get them shaped properly at the shoulders. Right, so now this edge is here. This actually dried out quite quickly. I left it a little bit too long, but we can still play with this edge. Now then, so it's at this stage you can actually inscribe details into them, decoration. And what I would use, if I can find one, I know there's one in here somewhere. Yeah, that's it, so that'll do. We're using, basically, it's a needle tool. And you could use that then if you wanted to. And basically what you can do is inscribe a message into them. If you're using them for Christmas, you could say Happy Christmas. If you're using them for somebody's birthday, you could put somebody happy birthday on it. If you already know who's coming to your Christmas party or your Christmas dinner, you could write individual names on them. But what I would do first is I would do it nice. So what we'll do, if I can, we've gone off to one side there. Right, so what we do then is mark right up where you want, and then you could just scribe into the clear while it's still relatively wet, whatever message you wanted to. Somebody's name, Merry Christmas. You could impress decorations like holly leaves and things like that into them. And the sky's the limit, it's entirely up to you. But what we're going to do now is we're going to leave these to dry completely. Keeping an eye on them because we don't want anything getting squished or squashed or whatever. But we're just going to let these set up completely, and then when we sand the edges down, we'll be taking about 1/4 of an inch off to give us a nice flat surface on either side, on both of them, so it'll be fairly even. So the fact, like I said, the fact that these edges are quite ragged doesn't matter, because by the time we're finished, before we apply the last decoration, all of this will be nice and neat and tidy and sanded down, and they'll be good to go. And then when on Christmas Day, when you're all sat around, or at the next birthday party or whatever, or even the next barbecue, when you've got like a really posh setup in the back in the garden with a table and knives and forks and chairs and all sorts of stuff, get really posh, and people are sat there, they probably won't notice the napkin rings, but at least one person will, and then you can say, oh yeah, I made them, and they'll be well impressed. Anyway, so there we go. So nice circular napkin ring, big enough for virtually any napkin you want to put on there. And next time we come back to these, which will be in a few days, we'll actually start thinking about what sort of decoration we're going to do. I'm thinking for these ones I might do a gold or a silver leaf with a nice high gloss red lacquer over the top. But anyway, so see you back soon when we shall take these to the next stage. Cheers guys, hope you enjoyed that.